Hello, good morning, children. Today we are going to do English grammar. Yes, as you can see on the screen, we are going to do verbs. So, we are going to learn class 5, chapter 10, that is verbs. But in verbs also, children, there are many kinds. So, today we are going to learn transitive and intransitive verbs. So, let's start. Before learning its kind, that is transitive and intransitive, we should learn what is a verb. So, a verb is a word which describes the action in a sentence, the word that is doing something. Children, you have learnt that verb is an action word, verb is a doing word. Yes, whenever we do something, even when we are sleeping or thinking, we are doing something. So that will be a verb. Let's see examples. I play football. So why is play in yellow color? Because play, a boy is doing something, or I am doing something, or if you are playing football, so you are doing something. So play is verb. Second, they skip quickly. We eat spaghetti. Bob is 7 today. So children, play, skip, eat, is, everything is verb. Now the question is, play, skip and eat, we are doing here something, so they are verb. But why is this is verb here? Children, it is helping verb. It is helping a sentence to get complete. So this is also very important. Children, do you know, you all have learned computer. Everyone knows that CPU is known as the brain of the computer. Why do we say so? Because we know all the informations are stored in CPU, so it is known as brain of the computer. Okay, so in the same way, verb is known as the heart of a sentence. Why? Because without verb, we cannot frame a single sentence. Children, please try. You also try to make any sentence where there is no verb. Let's see if it's possible. Let us see more examples. The restaurant is known for its variety of dishes. Children, as I have told you, helping verb is also important. So, let's see here, helping verb and verb. So, is helping verb and known is verb here. She does speak up when promoted in class 5. So, does will be helping verb and speak up is verb. We have seen that movie 3 times. So, again, have is helping verb and seen is verb. She can tell when someone walks on her lawn. So can is helping verb and tell is verb. So children, we need helping verbs also to frame a sentence. Okay. Like it's written, he paints posters. Just look at this 3-word sentence. He paints posters. Children, he is subject. Already we have learned subject and predicate in our previous class, so it is very easy for you to understand. So what is the meaning of subject? Who or what performs the action of the verb is the subject. Also you can say subject is the doer. Okay, because whatever is here, whatever the subject is, it is the doer also. Or you can say about whom we are talking. Okay. Paints, it is verb. The verb is a word that expresses what that action is. And here the posters, object. It is object, children. What is the meaning of object? Whoever or whatever receives that action is the object. Or simply you can say object means the receiver. Like subject is the doer, object is the receiver. Children, most of the students get confused. They think that subject can be only in the can only be the first word, but it is wrong. Whatever is the doer, it will be the subject and the receiver will be the object. So subject can be at the first, in the middle, at the end, or sometimes not present in the sentence. Okay. Let's see examples. Subject, verb and object. I love weekends. So why I is subject? Because it is the doer. We are talking about I. So I is subject. Verb means action word or doing word. And weekends, it is the receiver. So it is the object. You learn English. So again, you is subject, learn is verb, and English is object. She rides a bike. She, we are talking about she, she is doer, so it is subject. Writes will be verb, and a bike, it is a receiver, so it will be an object. So children, verb is divided into two parts, that is transitive and intransitive. So let us learn what is transitive and intransitive verbs, children. Please, you need to be concentrate while learning this, because you might get confused while solving the problems. See, transitive verbs, it needs an object. Like I bought a car. So I is subject here because we are talking about I. I is the doer, so it is subject. And what is verb? Bought. Because some action is being done, so bought. And what is object? A car. So now, why it's written here transitive verb? Suppose I am saying I bought. So you may ask a question, what? So it needs an object to make it a complete sentence. So we have to write I bought a car, I bought a book, I bought a pen. When you get answer, okay, when we need an answer, then when you can say when we need an object to make it a complete sentence, that is transitive verb. Very simple. Now intransitive verb, which cannot have an object, which does not need an object, like the baby smiled, it is intransitive verb. Children, see, the baby is subject, smiled is verb. It doesn't need an object. Why? Because it is already completed. It is a complete sentence. The baby smiled, the baby cried. Okay. So it's very simple. Transitive verb means it needs an object to make it a complete sentence. And intransitive verb is itself a complete sentence. It does not need any object to make a sentence complete. Like you buy something. So it is an object. You have to fill here object. What did you buy? A car. You cannot just say I bought. What? What have you bought? So you have to answer it. So it is incomplete. It is incorrect also. So you need a direct object after a transitive verb. In this case, what is verb? Buy. And what is the past tense? And look this side. You cannot have an object after an intransitive verb. Like in this case, smile. You don't need any object after it. You cannot smile something. Okay, like let us see one more example. We waited. Why it is intransitive? But nobody came. Okay, so children, this, suppose we have written only we waited. Okay, so you have understood that we are waiting for someone or something, but nobody came. Suppose you have written nobody came. It is itself complete sentence. You don't need an object here. Suppose we waited. So you know that you are waiting for someone, right? So it is a complete sentence. So it is intransitive. Transitive or intransitive verb. Let us see more examples. Like a transitive verb needs a direct object, which we have already learned. Julio makes. It is incomplete. Julio makes what? So Julio makes chairs, Julio makes pencils, Julio makes art. An intransitive verb can't have a direct object. Suppose I am writing Julia talks, me. So it is wrong. It is incorrect. You only have to write Julia talks. Now see children, regular verbs. We have already done in grammar, but it is just a revision for you. Those verbs that form their past participle with D or ED are regular verbs. These verbs do not undergo substantial changes while changing forms between bases. Children, we will learn 3 forms of verbs here. Base form means present tense, or root form you can also say simple past and past participle. So just look at these words, children. When you will change these words, the base form, the root form of verb into simple past and past participle, so only you have to add ed and both will be same. Simple past and past participle will be same. Only you have to add ed, like accept, accepted, accepted, achieve, achieved, achieved, add, added, added, admire, admired, admirer. Okay, sorry, it should be admired only, not admirer. Now, 3 columns are the same. Children, there are many okay, yes, it is irregular verb. Where 3 columns are same, it is irregular verb. It is not regular at all. because we are not adding any D or ED. Like cost, 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 cut, 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 hit, 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 hurt, 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 let, let, put, put, shut, shut. Now let's see few more examples of irregular verbs. Present form, present tense, past tense and past participle. Be. Many students don't know what is the past tense of be. Children, if it is singular, it will be was. If it is plural, it will be were. And what is the past participle? Been. In the same way, begin, began, begun. Break, broke, broken. Buy, bought, bought. Catch, caught, caught. I hope, children, you have understood what is a verb, what we have learned. A verb is an action word or doing word. Okay, then we have learned subject, verb and object. Subject is the doer and object is the receiver. And we have learned transitive and intransitive verb. Transitive verb needs an object to make a complete sentence, and intransitive verb does not need an object. It is itself complete sentence. And then last we have learned 3 forms of verbs. Present tense, past tense and past participle. And we have also learned regular and irregular verbs. I hope you have understood, children. Thank you. That's all.